YouTube. Oh man, woo. It's cold this morning. 30 degrees. Oh God, it is cold out here. So last night before I went to sleep and when I woke up this morning, it was on my mind. My health was on my mind. You know what I mean? And, you know, I was thinking to myself that I'm not doing all I can do as far as diet-wise to, you know, I'm not doing all that I can do diet-wise to you know, to make my situation better. You know what I mean? I think I'm making it worse. I'm thinking I've gotten too relaxed with my diet, way too relaxed. You know, and I think it's affecting the way I feel because, you know, lately I just haven't been feeling well at all. You know what I'm saying? I've been, even last night, I just didn't feel good. And when I woke up this morning, just didn't feel good. You know what I mean? That feeling of just, it's so hard to get out of bed, even, you know. So, you know, I need, this is day one of my diet reform, if you will. You know, I got to get back on track, man. You know, I was tripping, I was bugging, eating a lot of things that I shouldn't eat, shouldn't have been eating. Yeah, like I had blood work done recently, and my phosphorus was high, my calcium was high, my potassium was okay, but phosphorus and the calcium were high, and so, you know, I gotta, it's cold. I gotta do better. I definitely have to do better because, you know, it's no fun feeling like this, man. I feel horrible, man. You know, and I need to start walking on the treadmill. You know what I mean? Getting my body used to some type of activity. You know, since really the only activity that I'm getting is maybe walking to the car and back from the car on my dialysis days 3 days a week, and that's about it, really. Maybe walking up and down the stairs at home, which isn't a whole lot. I don't do a whole lot of that, you know, but, you know, I guess the only way to remedy a problem is to admit that you have one, I guess, you know. So I've recognized that I recognize that I'm not doing the best I could as far as my diet is concerned and exercise. So, you know, now I could go from there and do something about it, you know. Just thank God for another day on earth, so that I could realize that, you know. You know, I have to prepare myself totally for when it's time, for when I get a call for a kidney, I have to be ready. And if my blood work's all out of whack and my physical is all out of whack, they could call me for a kidney match and I might not be ready, So I gotta get it together. Man, last night, and I was feeling awful doing this last night too, but last night, like my daughter has an older iPad, an iPad 3, and from the gate, she treated this thing like, I should have got her an outer box for it instead of like a regular case to protect it. But anyway, she cracked the screen a while ago. And so, I finally bought like a replacement screen and looked at instructions online on how to take off the broken screen and how to put on the new one. So the first screen I ordered, of course I dropped it and broke it. I had everything apart, ready to put everything back together, went to reach for the screen. It just like jumped out of my hands onto the hard floor and cracked. It landed on a corner. It was in bubble wrap, but being as though it landed like on a corner, it cracked it and shattered it or whatever. So I ordered another one, and that one came yesterday or the day before, I believe. So I spent last night trying to put it on and everything. And then, man, it was hard, man. What the major malfunction here? My windshield bracket here just decided to say peace. Hey, I'm out of here. Anyway, like I was saying, like it was difficult for me, man. Just a lot of little screws and a lot of little tiny parts. And for a person with limited patience like myself, it was very difficult. You know what I mean? So, I got as far as to putting everything together, and all I had to do was put these last 4 screws in, and I would have been done. Guess what? Couldn't find those 4 screws. So I had to order some more screws from eBay. I know I'm always digging in my nose on here, my fault. But I had to order some new screws from eBay. And now, so I'm waiting on those to come now. I mean, these screws are like really, really tiny. Anyway, this video is about to shut off. And I'll pick this up when I start recording again. Gee whiz. How's that for lighting, huh? Too much sun. Sun? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The knocker of boots. When's this thing gonna cut off? Oh, I guess it's just gonna keep going, huh? Maybe I remedied it somehow or another. All right, so we're still going, I guess. Anyway, I'm out here waiting for my daughter, normal routine, about to take her to school. You know what I mean? Drop her off and whatnot and come back. And I think I'm gonna make a playlist for my treadmill walk. You know what I mean? Find some tunes that I like to listen to, and while I'm doing that, probably cook me some breakfast. The right breakfast this morning, you know. Something that are within the guidelines of my diet. You heard? So that's what it is, man. Come on, baby girl, where you at? It's getting late. What time is it? It's this clock again. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, so that was my iPad story right there from last night. Like every tutorial I clicked on wasn't the tutorial for the kit that I had. So I'm assuming that you know, there is no tutorial for the kit that I have, because, you know, I looked all over the place, couldn't find one on YouTube. So, you know, I'm taking bits and pieces from different videos to put this thing back together. You know, some from this video that kind of looks like my kit, or does the, you know, just puzzling it all together, literally. Oh man, it's so cold out here, my nose is running. I think I might be catching a cold or something. If you ever see this blue truck over here, off to the side, that's my vehicle right there. That's my truck. The flat tire over there. I gotta get it on the road. I gotta fix the flat fixed, and also I need a new exhaust. The exhaust system I had on there was aftermarket exhaust that rusted all the way through and whatnot. So got a little bit of work to do to it, man, but you know, I want to put the exhaust on myself, but the weather, I don't know what this weather's going to do. It's probably going to be cold for the rest of the winter now. We had some breaks early on, but I didn't take advantage of. Well, I couldn't take advantage of them because, you know, I didn't have the money, you know, to take care of the truck. So I guess it'll be off the road for a little bit longer. Engine runs fine. You know what I mean? Everything works perfectly, except, you know, I have a flat and the exhaust is needs to be changed. Yeah. But damn, this thing is taping for a long time. Oh, you know what that is? I had it on you know, a higher resolution when I was recording before, and so I guess it only does a certain amount of time when the resolution is up that high, I guess, you know what I mean. it was more than 1080p. Anyway, my daughter's coming right now. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Peace. Back again in that old familiar place. Hello, my fellow Americans. What the deal? On my way to go pick up my daughter. Still tired and not really feeling too well, but you know, it is what it is. Come on, son. What the hell was that? All types of bugs in here and what have you. That didn't happen when I was driving. The worst dash cam in the world. Thumbs down. Those titties get 2 thumbs down. Oh shoot. Bumbacleasy. I give those titties 2 thumbs down. Tastes like blood in my mouth, man. I don't know what happened when I was sleeping. I mean, I bit my tongue or something. I don't know. Sure hope it ain't where I got my tooth pulled out. That wouldn't be good. Now would it? This line at this light is, I haven't seen it this long before. It's like unusually long. Long enough to where I might miss this thing since I'm so far back. We'll see in a minute. Alright, it's green. Let's start moving, y'all. Let's start moving, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this light the way these jokers is. Oh my goodness. How about that? I'm crossing on a yellow, so I'm barely making it. And in fact, it turned red while I'm in the middle of the intersection. Uh-oh, they got the police out here, something going on. Somebody have an episode or something. An episode. Police ambulance. Boogie down production titties. All right. So I'm out here waiting. Figured I'd record this little bit before my daughter comes out. Man, this is just an awkward day, man. Like I started back to my diet. My renal diet, man. It hasn't been fun. But I gotta do it. Nothing tastes the same, man. Miss my cheese. Miss my milk. Some ketchup. Potatoes. Not supposed to eat chocolate, but you know, that's one thing that I really didn't eat a lot of once I wasn't allowed to, and I really haven't really missed it. You can believe that or not, but I really haven't missed chocolate. So a bunch of other things though, man. Shoo. I'm so tired. I was literally asleep on the couch about 15 minutes ago. Knocked out. I didn't know it was so early, man. I think I interrupted her play rehearsal. She's got a pretty big role in their next play coming up. She's been going to this school for a few years, and this is like her first major role. She's always been like, I guess, shy to go up on stage and things like that, but she worked hard this year, man, and auditioned for this part. She got it.